Hey there folks, and welcome back for another video. And today we're going to spotlight the fine green vetiver, which used to be called clean vetiver, and to me this soap is a little bit more grassy than the old clean vetiver. I don't know if that has in fact changed, but that's sort of what I get from it. We're also going to use for the first time the Rocnel razor, and this was sent to me by Don the Navy Goat, and this will not be a detailed assessment of the Rocnel razor. I'll do that later. I want to use it for a couple of days and see how it goes, and then I'll give my thoughts on it. But we will talk about the way it shaves during the course of the shave. Also the Italian Barber, Italian flag brush, synthetic, which is heavy on the backbone. For synthetic, this one really offers some good backbone. And once again, no bloom or soap on this soap, just using a little water in the brush, which is certainly works for me. Although if you're struggling, I do recommend to put a little warm water on that puck while you shower, and it will probably help you. I'm trying to hold this up because Carrie always asks, will you show what you're doing when you're loading? And it's difficult to sort of hold your hands up, you know, while you're doing this, but we will do it for Carrie. So thanks, Carrie. Carrie's a longtime subscriber, good fellow, and that was for you, Carrie. All right, let's wet the face and get started. Stand by. Okay, so let's see how we do with the green vetiver, and I think that's that name change I think is very good because it's much better description. I never understood why the green one was called clean vetiver and the white one was called fresh vetiver. You should have, normally you associate fresh with green and white with clean. So I probably would have called the white one clean vetiver and the green one fresh vetiver. But anyhow, good stuff all the same. Scent strength on this, around 6, 5.5. 6, nice grassy scent. If you like the Aftershave, the new version, you may want to check this out. These fine soaps are quite good. They have been working very well for me anyhow. I think they're good, and I have certainly been enjoying them. This is my third day using them. Let's add a little water. Bring a little water to the party to smooth this out a little bit. Get some needed slickness in there. All right. Okay. I think we've done just fine. So let's see how we do with the Rocnel. And again, before you ask a bunch of questions about this razor, keep in mind I will have a video coming up of this razor, so you may want to hold for that. It'll probably be tomorrow or maybe Sunday. First impression here, pretty good shaver. Feels nice, no problem with it. Feels mild to me, but not the mildest so far. But again, it takes a little time to figure that out. Doing pretty well though. Decent shaver, not bad. And if you notice there is part of one side of the blade sticking out, and again that will be explained later. This is a 2-piece razor, but it's not twist to open or anything like that. And again, that will all be discussed in the video. So first pass, soap did very well. Razor was pretty doggone good. Really nothing to complain about. Stay tuned for pass 2. All right, so Don has been a little under the weather recently. I saw an email that I hadn't responded to yet. So say a prayer for Don, please, if you would. And his account's got jacked too, somehow. And he's having to deal with that. So Don has had a pretty rough go lately. So if you're friends with Don, again, say a prayer, and I'm sure things will get squared up. Don is an old timer and a salty veteran, and he will definitely overcome. I'll probably give him a call tomorrow and see what he's been up to. I think it's been a couple of weeks since we have talked. I've been a little bit busier recently, so, and it gets that way in the summer. I got more things to do outside, and so I like to take advantage of that. And then by the time I come inside, I'm pretty well pooped. So doesn't leave me with quite as much energy to do things. I like to sort of unwind. I'm pretty good shaver here. Does it, you know, impress me a tremendous amount? No, it feels, the one thing that I would say about the shave that I'm getting so far, it's a good shaver, but it's not a smooth shaver so far for me. And it could be the blade. So we'll experiment with some other blades, but it's a little less smooth than I would like right now. But it's doing a good job overall. So again, I really want to use it for at least a couple of days and see how I feel about it. And then we'll do a video where we show you what it's all about, and I'll give my take on it. But right now, my feeling is pretty good shaver. Not the smoothest, but pretty good shaver. It's all stainless steel. Uses half of a DE blade, and again, we'll get into that later. So far, pretty good shaver though. Soap is doing very well. Really nice residual slickness there. Once you add a little water to that, it gets very slick, which is good. Okay, let's rinse the face and we'll come back for pass 3. All right, so we're just blistering right through this one at a blistering pace, I should say. Looked at the camera and it was like 8 minutes, and nothing wrong with that. I'm just moving right along today. We'll try to get outside and get some things done today. Try to work on this bamboo. I gotta tell you, when I cut the bamboo down, and I cleared a lot of my yard last year because it was overtaken with bamboo, but what's left is these stumps, you know, about yay high, because I couldn't get that close to the ground with a chainsaw. And man, oh man, those things get hard, and I mean like rock hard. So it's a real pain now trying to deal with getting those out. And you would think you could just dig them up. When it's mature, you have these rhizomes under the ground, and they run this way horizontally for long periods. So it's not simple just to dig them up. You would actually need at this stage where the bamboo is gone so long, you need to dig them up with some sort of equipment, not by hand. Digging them up by hand is not an option. They're too tough, and there's too much of it. So I'm trying to deal with the bamboo above the ground, because digging's not really an option. And man, is that stuff tough. Once it gets hard, it is hell to deal with. Now, when it's young, when it's first growing up, it's very pliable and soft, and you can just kick it right on over or whack it with a machete or anything. But once it gets a couple of years and it allows itself to harden, it's a very hard wood. And so it makes it tough mowing the grass in those areas, because I've gotten the stumps down as far as I can, but not exactly flush with the ground. So I guess I'll try to go out and maybe use some stump rot in them and see how that goes. But I'm not gonna lie, it's tough. That is some tough stuff, and it just keeps coming back and back and back. And my two neighbors next to me, those homes are vacant now, and their backyards have been completely overtaken with bamboo. And they got a problem because it's encroaching on the house. Let me let Leroy out. Okay, Leroy, go on. You want out? Come on. Come on. Maybe he doesn't want out. Maybe he just wants my attention. Anyway, we'll try to get out and work on that some today. And that's rough. All right. So there's pass 3. Stay tuned for the post. All right. So we'll roll with our Thayers first. And then, of course, the Aftershave Green Vetiver. This one's, the bottle I have still called Clean, but now called Green, so I don't want to confuse anyone. Nice scent on this. The soap performed very well. Plenty of slickness, cushion and glide, all that good stuff. Good performer, I say. Solid performer. Is it the best performer of all time? No, but it's pretty good. I mean, I think it's, you know, if I were to give it a mark on quality, I'd say it's in that 7 category. Plenty, good enough. In fact, quite good. And here's our aftershave. Oh, that feels great. Beautiful green scent here, which is appropriate for using prior to going outside and tackling this bamboo. All right, folks, thanks once again for watching. We had a good go today with the fine green vetiver. And again, stay tuned. I don't know, Sunday, Monday-ish, we'll do a piece on this razor by itself. I didn't want to get too much into it now, but I will coming up. So save the questions about the razor for that video because a lot of them will be answered. Okay, folks, thanks as always for watching. And as I remind you always, keep them up, keep them open, and follow the money to get to the truth.